Hey, Machinery Pete here, folks. I've got to tell you about a sale yesterday, Saturday, August 13th, 2011. Now, this sale is by Mering Auction Company near Red Wing, Minnesota, here in southeast part of Minnesota. Now, I wasn't able to attend this sale. I was dropping our youngest daughter off at college in Indiana, but got home late Saturday night and had an email from my auctioneer friend Matt Mering. And folks, this sale was just unbelievable. Farm auction, and let me show you some of the headliner pieces on the sale. There was a tractor on this auction, a Case IH 7110. Now this was a 1991 model, two-wheel drive, with only 1,477 one-owner hours. Now you can see from the picture, this was just a beautiful tractor. And the way used tractor values have been going lately, we could certainly expect this tractor to sell for a premium. But let's hop into our machinerypete.com website here and click on auction results, and I want to show you how much this tractor sold for. It was a new record high auction price I've ever seen for a Case IH 7110. Again, it had 1,477 hours, 91 model, two-wheel drive. So let's click on the 7110s here in our website, and you can see that we've got 122 of them that we've seen sold over the last 15 years. Now here's the one that sold yesterday, August 13th, southeast Minnesota, 91 model, 1,477 hours, excellent condition, $57,000. There's all the specs over here, 90% rubber on the Goodyear duals. Looks like new, one owner, so obviously a beautiful tractor. But if we scan through the list here, 122 7110s, what we're going to see is the next highest auction price I've ever seen on a 7110. We actually have to go all the way back to 1996. November 26, 1996, South Central Minnesota, another two-wheel drive, 92 model, 1,600 hours, about $43,000. So we're talking a gap of $14,000 here, and 15 years later, seeing one sell yesterday on the auction near Red Wing, Minnesota for $57,000. Now again, this isn't done in a vacuum. This wasn't one person bidding. There were multiple people bidding on this tractor. Very competitive. Matt said a lot of action on it. $57,000. So that was one of the tractors. We also had a couple John Deere tractors yesterday. Let me show you here a John Deere 8560, beautiful tractor. 1989 model, 1,918 hours. Extremely low hours. So again, beautiful tractor. And actually, yeah, let's go look in our website again, and I can give you a comparison here on John Deere 8560s, and you'll see that 64,000 is right towards the top of what we've seen over the last 10-15 years for 8560s. And generally speaking, older four-wheel drive tractors in good condition have really been selling high for the last 12 months at auction. I've seen that all throughout the US and Canada, all different makes and models. So just another example here, this 8560 sold yesterday. Here it is, $64,000, 1,918 hours. So this tractor is 22 years old, selling for $64,000. Again, we've got 61 of them we've seen sold at auction here, John Deere 8560s. And if we scan back through my list of auction prices, notice we're not seeing much in the way of mid-60s, are we? Here was one sold April of 2007 in northeast Alberta for $64,000, a little lower hours. But if we keep scanning back, again, you see a lot of them in the high 20s to low 40s, some mid 40s, about 8 years ago at auction. But again, 64,000 right at the top end of the list there. Now, the sale yesterday in Red Wing had another John Deere four-wheel drive tractor, and this was a 1980 8440 with 4,293 hours. Again, very nice tractor, good rubber, good overall condition. So if we look at 8440s, again, you start to get the the gist here that these prices yesterday on this equipment that's very well cared for, we're seeing premium prices being paid. Again, here's 107 John Deere 8440s we've seen the last 15 years at auction. Here's what it sold for yesterday: $33,000, 1980, 4,293 hours. You can see here, new battery, new injector pump 2 years ago, very clean. We saw the picture, 33,000 bucks. Now there was one a couple months ago in west central Saskatchewan, April 21st, that brought 40. I mentioned up in Canada, used four-wheel drive tractors have just been going crazy here the last 10-12 months, and that's an example there. But if we scan through the list again, not too much over 33. Here was one a couple years ago in Illinois with 2,000 hours on a repower, brought 37 and a quarter. But again, scan through the list. Here's one at 36 years ago in Illinois, 1,200 hours on an engine overhaul. Again, going through, just not many over 30. So very strong price on the 8440. And so those were the tractors yesterday. Now there was a combine, very nice John Deere combine right here, 9500. This was a 97 model, so the last year Deere made 9500s with 2,148 engine hours. And what did it sell for? Let's pull up a list here. This is actually a list of all the items sold on the auction yesterday. And if we look here, $65,500 for the 97 model, 2,148 engine hours, John Deere 9500. Now that 65.5, again, that's right towards the top of what I've seen. I've seen a number of them in the high 60s over the last 3-4 years, but 65.5 is right at the top. So that was the combine. There were two trucks on the auction yesterday that really caught my eye as well. Let me see if I can find a picture for you here of the trucks. Let's see. Here was one, a Ford 880. Now this truck yesterday was a 1974 model, twin screw grain truck, and it brought 17,500. Now if we look at Ford 880s in our auction results here at machinerypete.com, we are going to see that that again is right towards the top of anything we've seen sold at auction. And I think that's hopefully all this data we compile can give you some context. How high is the price? How low? What the going rate is. But here you can see we've seen 50 Ford 880s. Here's the one yesterday, August 13th, Southeast Minnesota. 19.5-foot Scott, all steel box and hoist. 17,500 bucks. Now we did see one last month, East Central North Dakota, 75 model, go for 16, so pretty close. That had 69,640 miles, 18-foot strong box and hoist. But again, if we scroll through the list here, again, 17.5, that's what it sold for yesterday. You can see we had one at 10, one at 13 a number of years ago. But again, not much touching that. Now we're starting to get back to 15 years here. Another one at 13, 8 years ago. Here was one at 19,000 all the way back on June 22nd, 1999. So 12 years ago. That's how far back we had to go to find one more than 17.5. Now there was another truck yesterday, a Chevy. This Chevy C70 here, you see, beautiful truck. This was a 1979 model, twin screw grain truck, and it had a 20-foot Cry steel box with 61,541 owner miles. So again, that one owner factor is key. We've been seeing that this equipment bring more money. And what did this one sell for yesterday? We can look here and see 1979 model, $28,000. Twin screw grain truck, 61,540 miles. There's the 20-foot box. So again, if we look in our website, if we hop into Chevys and C70s, I've written a couple columns in Successful Farming over the years on C70s, kind of a classic farm truck. Here you see we've got 282 of them we've seen sold at auction the last 15 years. Here's our one yesterday, $28,000. If we click on the little link here, we can scroll through the whole list. And we'll, again, remember the one yesterday sold for $28,000. And so here was one $31,000, South Central Saskatchewan, 76,000 kilometers. So again, Canada's been hot so far in 2011. But again, if we zip through the list here, here's one for $28,500 about a year ago, East Central Illinois, only 25,000 miles on it, one owner, 83 model, a little newer. So again, the one yesterday that brought 28 was a 79 model with 61,000 miles. Keep scrolling back through here. There's one at 25,000, Southwest North Dakota. And again, we're just looking for the very, very highest prices here. It's 23,000, West Central Saskatchewan again, June '08. But you can obviously see that 28,000 yesterday was very high, very strong price. So that was the trucks. Now, if we talk about planting equipment yesterday, a couple unbelievable prices. Let's look at the planter. This was a John Deere 7200 6-row 30, and what do you suppose this thing sold for? Well, let's look at our sale price list here. $20,250. Yep, for a 6-row 30, $20,250. Now, when Matt relayed that sale price, I thought, boy, that has to be the highest auction price I've seen on a 6-row for 7,200 ever. And I was very curious. I hopped right into our website here, machinerypete.com, clicked on John Deere 7,200 planters, and you can see we got 782 of them we've seen sold at auction the last 15 years, and that is in fact the highest one I've ever seen for a 6-row. The only one I've seen come really close, if we go through our list here, first we'll find the one that sold yesterday right here, August 13th, Southeast Minnesota, 6-row 30, $20,250. Now again, the only thing that comes close to that came back in 2008. In 2008, when commodity prices shot up in late 2007, early 2008, auction prices started to run quite a bit higher on a number of items, and we saw a couple. Here was one, a 6-row 30, Southeast Minnesota, March 2008, that brought 17, but I think we had one that was a little bit higher. See if I can find it here. Yeah, here it is. December 6, 2008, Northwest Ohio, 6-row 30, very sharp. That brought 19.5 in excellent condition. So that was the highest until yesterday, when Mering Auction sold this planter for $20,250. Now, also on this auction was a beautiful drill, a red drill, a Case IH 5100 13-foot. Another record high sale price for a Case IH 5100 drill, and let's see if we can find it here in our list, right here. Excellent condition, $9,500. 6-inch spacings, grass seed attachment, press wheels. You can see the whole bit here. Looks like new. Again, you look at this drill, $9,500, the highest auction price I've ever seen on a Case IH 5100. So those were some of the highlights on the sale yesterday. Now, what's very interesting is that Mering Auction Company, they're out of Kenyon, Minnesota. They're a very good auction company. I love watching Matt and his son Kevin, and also Adam Engen and Charlie Sinwell, their auction crew, work sale. They do a fantastic job. And these guys have a sale coming up this Thursday, August 18th, that just looks unbelievable. So let's go to their website, maringauction.com. Very nice, clean website. And you click on their auction calendar. And I just want to show you this sale. Here it is. Thursday, August 18th. Now they have online bidding through proxy bid. But if we click on their link here, this sale is just out of this world for late model, low hour equipment. There you go. You'll see the sale is near Northfield, Minnesota, which is just south of the Twin Cities. 95% of the machinery was all bought new, always shedded. And you want to talk some low hours, folks? Here, let me show you a few of the items. First, we got a combine. And the combine on this sale is a 2010 Case H 7120 with 153 engine hours. So that will be pretty interesting. And if we get into the tractors, we've got this beauty, a Case IH STX 535 quad track with 687 hours. And we also have another red tractor, a Case IH MX 255 mechanical front wheel drive with 757 hours. We've also got some green. We've got a John Deere 8345R mechanical front with only 381 hours. Also got a John Deere 8110 mechanical front with 352 hours, so very low hours. Another green tractor, we've got a John Deere 5085M mechanical front. I haven't seen too many of those around, but it's got a loader with it. Only has 301 hours. They also have a John Deere 4240 with only 3,126 actual hours. Now, I don't have a picture of it, but it'll be very interesting. Now, I'm going to be at this sale on Thursday, August 18th, and I'm going to be there shooting video for our YouTube channel and reporting throughout the day on our Facebook and Twitter page, Machinery Pete Facebook and Twitter page, with some of these prices. And some of the other equipment on this sale, it's not just tractors and combines, but they've got things like this Chevy, let's see, it's a C8500 2003 model triaxle grain truck with only 11,512 miles on it. So that bugger will be interesting. Another truck, a Mack 90, I think this is 2009 Mack GU 713 semi, only 21,566 miles. We've got a John Deere air drill, 1990 CCS no-till 40-foot, will be very interesting. We've got a planter, we've got a Case IH 1200 1630 planter. Got some nice tillage items. John Deere 2210 45.5 foot. Got a John Deere disc, a 637 23 foot 7 inch. We have a Wilrich, I think it's a V957, very nice outfit. And here's one that's always interesting, a roller. You've noticed these land rollers have really gone up in value. This is a Right Wave 4300 43 foot. Also a couple nice grain carts. We have a Kinsey 1050 on tracks, 36 inch tracks. We've got a Brent 1080, beautiful looking grain cart. Actually I have a brand new, I think this is a GT 645 XL grain dryer with holding bin, never been used. So that'll be extremely interesting. Low-hour skid steer, we have a Bobcat S300 with only 500 hours on it. So again, this sale, Thursday, August 18th, in Northfield, Minnesota. If you want more information, go to maringauction.com. And again, I will be at the sale, so I hope to see you there. And I'll be shooting video, and we'll post it here on our YouTube channel, which you can click on the little video link right on machinerypete.com. and I'll be posting video highlights of the sale Thursday after the sale. So check back here for that. And again, used prices have been very strong, so we'll see how things go on Thursday. This is Machinery Pete. We'll see you at the sales.